The next pose in the series of standing poses that we're going to incorporate into our yoga sequence is called the extended side angle pose. It's extended because you're really extending. It's a side angle because you're facing the side, and it looks like this. So you can see that there's a lot of extending going on from the tips of my fingers all the way down into my heel. It's a angle pose because this is an angle, and it's a side angle because my body, my torso, is facing to the side. This pose is one of my favorite poses, and the reason for that is because it really opens your side body. When we sit in front of a computer, in front of a TV, we're always leaning forward. Very rarely we go sideways, twist, and even more, reach above our head with our hands. So it's our sides, the side ribs, and the nerves in those meridian lines, they don't get activated as often as they should. And this pose, this extended side angle pose, is an absolute must, if you want to feel this nice stretch all the way on the side of your body. It's very helpful to imagine one line stretching, starting from your fingertips, going all the way through your body into your feet. You will notice a nice opening in your side ribs. It's almost like you can feel the skin on your side ribs moving as you're breathing in and as you're breathing out. So, with that being said, let's learn how to get into the extended side angle pose. You guessed it, we're starting with Tadasana. Same idea, hands go to the sky and we're stepping sideways. The foundation is the same as a warrior two. So the front foot goes to face forward. The back foot stays as in warrior two, parallel to the back edge of the mat. We are keeping the hips and the torso facing sideways, so not forward like in warrior one, but sideways, bending through the knee. As a matter of fact, one of the best ways to get into this pose is to take a warrior two pose first. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take the elbow of the front arm and we're going to drop it onto the knee, really pressing our body, the body weight, the upper body weight, through the elbow onto the knee. Obviously not trying to crush the knee in the process. So once we are supporting ourselves with our elbow, the top arm, which we had here, will naturally incline forward. Now, if this is too much for you, you can have your arm here. You can drop it on your hip. But I'm demonstrating the full version of this pose. So the arm is extended, making a nice straight line running from the fingertips all the way down to the heels. As you're holding this pose, make sure that the front knee is bent. And the other thing that I want you to do here is try avoid collapsing forward. So many people holding this pose don't have enough strength yet, and their body starts collapsing forward. The arm becomes very heavy. Maybe they press it on the hip, and everything just starts going down into the floor. Now, standing poses are very strenuous poses, and there's a reason for that. A lot of muscles are involved here. We're building strength. We're opening the hips, and then we're building strength at the same time. So, as you're holding this pose, make an effort. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, whatever, however long you can do this, to open your body, rotate your body to the front. Ideally, you want to look past your armpit somewhere into the distance. And as you're doing this, you will notice that this side of the body will start opening up, and it will give you this nice, great feeling of stretching on your ribs and on your obliques. Holding this, and when you're holding this pose, even though this pose looks like a very static pose, you will do me and yourself a huge favor by stretching with your fingertips somewhere into the distance, and at the same time pressing with the heel of the back leg all the way into the mat. So essentially you're trying to create space in your body, with your body, by stretching forward and digging in or grounding through your heel. Now this part is stable. Nothing is going on here. Everything is nice and solid. Your elbow is on the knee. This is where you will probably wobble and play. So opening through the side ribs, extending through the hand, and then fixing the gaze past the armpit. Now, if this is too strenuous on your neck, you can just drop your neck and let it just look and just stare at the floor, whatever works for you, but do keep that energetic alignment of your hand and your leg. Now, to come out of this pose is very simple. Shifting back into Warrior 2 and then stepping forward into the mountain pose. So that is an extended side angle pose. So let's do a quick recap. Standing from Tadasana, raising the hands to the sky. We're going to open up sideways, 3 to 4 feet in between our feet. The front foot goes facing the front of the mat. Hips are facing sideways. We are bending the front knee. The elbow goes onto the knee, and then we are reaching forward with the front, with the right hand in this case, and we're extending all the way from our fingertips down to the heel, opening through the side ribs, breathing, and also trying to smile in the process. Holding it for up to 30 seconds, and then switching back into Warrior 2, having the front knee bent, and stepping forward into the Tadasana. The last part, if you wobble, if you fall, doesn't really matter. So that's the extended side angle pose for you.